I'm Brian Warshaw, and this is Yesterday's News, a look at the top stories on comicsnow.com yesterday. You can view these in their entirety at comics-now.com. First up, Marvel's heroes and villains merge with their past and future selves on September's Immortal variants. Now, we've seen some of these Immortal variants in the past. This is just the latest crop that Marvel has released. Here we see this very awesome Doctor Doom transformation from plain old Victor Von Doom to incredibly scarred Madman to Doctor Doom himself. And, these are basically variant covers from Marvel. Marvel, as you know, puts out a billion variant covers, and they've revealed a few more of these sort of transitional ones that are coming out in September. So we have here a Captain America number 14 variant. This one's by Patrick Zurcher, and I'll zoom in there so you can see a little better. We've got Captain America transitioning from Steve Rogers. Very, 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 very nice. Here we've got the one we saw at the header. We've got Victor Von Doom into Doctor Doom. And who does that one right there? That's really nice. What do we see there? Ryan Brown. Yeah, that's a really nice one. What do we have next? Johnny Storm. Johnny Storm turning into the Human Torch, of course, and that's by Lee In-hyuk. And that's a really nice one. He generally does stuff that's not quite exactly like Art Germ, but kind of close to that same domain. I think Art Germ stuff tends to still be a bit more realistic and detailed. I don't know if realistic is the right word, because he's got kind of an anime sensibility to the faces of the characters that he creates. But anyway, they're in the same domain. Iron Man, so obviously Tony Stark becoming the Iron Man. I kind of love how they have the Mark I suit right there first. I don't know if it was called the Mark I suit in the comics, because I have not read a ton of Iron Man comics, and obviously I'm pulling in the MCU then, but I just like how they have the suits, kind of cycling through from the oldest to the newest. Let's have a peek at this next one. Oh, and we want to give credit. So who did the Iron Man one? That's Nick Bradshaw. And then the Punisher. Who did the Punisher? Butch Geis. So, yeah, it's a really handsome one. Butch is working on an indie book with the Brightwisers as well, called The Futurists. So that's, I think that's coming out, or at least the crowdfunding campaign for that is coming out this year. But, yeah, this is a really cool one. This Immortal Frank Castle becoming the Punisher. I'm not sure what the flame... I mean, is this a reference to sort of the cosmic Ghost Rider Frank Castle here in the middle? I don't think so. I don't think it would just show him bathed in flames. But, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it certainly looks cool. And then we have Savage Avengers. We've got Brother Voodoo. And this one's a nice looking one. Valerio Sheedy, yep. Yeah, I can see that. So I don't know a whole lot about Brother Voodoo. I just know what I wrote in my Who is Brother Voodoo article, Savage Avengers, Who is Brother Voodoo. You can find that on Comics Now as well. If you want to know a little bit more about the character, that's not going to tell you everything that we see here in the middle. The interesting thing about this one is that the other covers had at least one middle stage face, and this does not. It's just got it's got him over here on the left, and it's got him over here on the right, but still cool looking cover. And we're back to Captain America. So what else do we have? We have Ben 10 is for Science. There's a new graphic novel coming from Boom Studios' Kaboom imprint. It comes out this week. If you're listening to this or watching this on the 24th, that means it comes out tomorrow, Wednesday the 25th. And we've actually got a preview here. So before it comes out, you can take a look at some of it and see if you like it. It's kind of a nice cover. And, very childlike art style. Not surprised that it's on the Kaboom imprint, which is geared more towards children. And I think, obviously, Ben 10 was geared towards children as well. So, yeah, if you want to take a look at this entire preview, you can visit it on the site, and you can view it on a tablet or a mobile device and probably get a better aspect ratio so you don't have the image clip while you're looking at it, like right here. But yeah, if you're into Ben 10 or you have a kid that is, you might want to check this one out. Okay, next up, Marvel releases a trailer for the history of the Marvel Universe. We're not going to watch the trailer right here on this video. You can watch the video on the site or on Marvel's social media. But yeah, I've read the preview for this book, and it was very, very cool. We've got the preview up on the site as well. But there are some details here that I think are quite salient. So we've got from the dawn of time to the end of the world, an innumerable amount of stories have been told in the Marvel Universe, and there are still countless more to tell. Gods, Eternals, cowboys, mutants, monsters, heroes, and villains all will get their due and more in this millennia-spanning saga. And here's the kicker. Plus, the story of Galactus and Franklin Richards in the twilight of reality. That's just got me excited. And if you read the preview, you can see a little bit of that. And if you're not a fan of the Fantastic Four, or you just haven't read a lot of the Fantastic Four stuff in the past, I guess, 10-ish years, Franklin Richards is the son of Reed and Susan Richards. He's the brother of Valeria Richards. And Franklin... in Jonathan Hickman's run, Franklin was revealed to be quite more powerful even than any of his family had thought. And here in History of the Marvel Universe, he is at the end of all things with Galactus, and this is only spoiling the preview, so I don't feel bad, but Galactus indicates that even after Galactus is exhausted of all of his power and passes on, Franklin will remain and inhabit whatever universe comes next. Pretty heady stuff. Really, really interesting. I'm going to read the whole issue probably a little bit later today. But yeah, really interesting stuff. You may want to check this one out. And it looks like it'll be an interesting series. All right. Finally, we have... a preview of Power Rangers number 41, the Omega Rangers, getting a brand new member. And I said before that the Ben 10 book came out tomorrow, but I'm all mixed up. Today is Wednesday, so if you're watching this today, the Ben 10 book is out today, and so is Power Rangers number 41. And I'm not a huge Power Rangers fan, but when we put up Power Rangers related posts, we tend to get a lot of love on our Facebook page. So there are those out there that are into the Power Rangers. It's a huge franchise. And evidently, recently, there was a new squad, a Black Ops sort of covert Ranger squad called the Omega Rangers that was introduced in the comic books. And now there is going to be a completely brand new character, a brand new Power Ranger who is added to their ranks. So we've got the preview up on the site, and you can go ahead and check it out if you like. The artwork is kind of cool. Like I said, Power Rangers aren't my thing, but I really do like the artwork here. Good expressions, good facial acting on the characters. And yeah, if you're a Power Rangers fan, give it a look. I think you're going to like it. That's going to do it for us for now. You can find us on Twitter at Comics Nowcast, on Facebook, just search for Comics Now, on Instagram at Comics Nowcast, and here on YouTube at youtube.com/Comics Nowcast. I'm Brian Warshaw, and this has been yesterday's news.